Hi, folks. Episode 7 of the Fontana podcast. Here today, I'm going to talk about the controversial discussion that's on the media, TV, websites, YouTube, the Vaporfly 4% and the Vaporfly Next percent, and then also the new Alpha Fly that's going to get released for the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games, which looks super cool. So, everybody's been talking about how the Vaporfly 4% and the next percents are, giving athletes an unfair advantage. And I'm here just to, one, talk about both sides of the coin in terms of, giving a balanced argument towards the Vaporfly 4% and the Vaporfly Next percent just through me using them myself. And first and foremost, the athlete has to put in the work. Before anything, these shoes cannot make you run a personal best if you've not put in the fucking work. No shoe can make you run a personal best if you've not put in the work. So there may lead to a point where, because of the comfort, the cushioning, or the carbon fibre plate, may enhance your energy return. And also remember, not everybody's getting a 4% return on their running economy. Some people it might be only 0.5%, if that. It's dependent upon your running style as well to maximise the energy return from the material that Nike are using. So my personal opinion is I love them to death. I love them to bits. They're a great innovation to running. We're not running in Jesse Owens sandals anymore, you know what I mean? So let's ban Usain Bolt's world records and all world records on the track and all on the road as well when people are running with bare feet and stuff. It's a bit, evolution's evolution. The same way we were sitting with a Nokia 3310 phone about 15 years ago, and now we're sitting with an iPhone 11 and a Samsung S10 or whatever it is. The world has to move on the same way athletics has moved on with clothing kit and the same with shoe wear as well. It's just evolution. Technology is advancing as well as the clothing and the things that we're using in sport, with cycling, with swimming, boxing, MMA, even recovery elements. We're in a fucking cryo chamber that's negative 130 degrees for 3 minutes. What the fuck? Why is that not banned? That's seeming to produce a physiological benefit to enhancing your recovery so that then you can then come back to training a lot quicker, training harder. Evolution is happening. We can't stop it. We need to embrace it to a point. They've put restrictions on shoes now about the 40mm stack height and one carbon fibre plate in a shoe. But at the same time, we've got to understand that, going back to Jesse Owens running in his track spikes back in the day to now, Usain Bolt, Andre DeGrasse, all these top sprinters now smashing what Jesse Owens ran back in the day. And they're in a different technology. The same in every single distance. They're not wearing the same spikes they did 10 years ago. So if we can enhance the spike and we can enhance the stiffness of a spike plate, surely to God we can enhance a running shoe. When Boost technology came along, we didn't start banning that because that promoted, a more efficient energy return. Just the sad thing is, Nike's overtaken it with the P-Bax foam that's very, very soft, but very, very responsive and very, very light. The Nike, the New Balance Racing Flat, the STa&x Tiger Racing Flat, these things that were light as a feather, and people spoke about back in the day that minimal foam, as lightweight running shoe as possible, was the best shoe. But now Nike's come out and challenged those beliefs, and now it's kind of shaking everybody up. Yeah, we can talk about, the athletes who are crushing, the fastest times in the world and the world records and all these things. But at the same time, I've done a bit of research myself, and, Of the top 15 leading times in the marathon, 7 of them are Adidas and 8 of them are Nike. Number 15, 15 athletes that joined, Haile Gebrselassie is the 16/15th fastest marathon ever ran in Adidas. Number 1 to 4 are Nike. 5, 6, 7, 11, 12, 13 and 15th place are all Adidas athletes. So it's almost 50-50 when you look at it from a factual point of view. Then if we just look over a couple of weeks ago, Kipruto broke the Nike Vaporfly World 10k record by 14 seconds. 14 seconds he bet the world 10k record by. That is unbelievable, and he is Adidas. So why are we now not looking at the shoes that Adidas are making? Why are we pointing to the Nike Vaporfly? It's, again, because I'm going to go back to the athlete has to run the race in the shoe. The shoe doesn't make the athlete run fast. The athlete makes the shoe run fast through weeks, months and years of hard graft. And those shoes are there just to get that little bit more out of the athlete. That's like saying, let's put, an average Joe on Chris Froome or Geraint Thomas or whoever's fucking Tour de France bike, and it's 10 grand, full of technology, full of the up-to-date, mechanical technology, and they're going to go out and lead the Tour de France because they're sitting in a bike that's, enhanced technologically from maybe 10, 15 years ago. Oh, but they can now do the Tour de France. Absolutely ludicrous, isn't it? Because they need to train to maximise their performance in the equipment that they're using. So, also another fun fact for the Kipruto 10 kilometre road world record is that he broke the 5k road world record previously held by Robert Keeter. So Robert Keeter ran 13:22 on the road for 5k. Kipruto, through his first 10k, ran 13:18. 13 minutes and 18 seconds. So he broke it by 4 seconds, the first 5k. And on the second 5k, he came home in 13:06. In Adidas shoes, not Nike Vaporflies, Adidas Boost technology. That is ridiculous. Like, that is fast. That is ridiculously fast. Maybe we should put him in a Vaporfly, eh? You're saying? You could smash it by even more. And then we go on to the news, and there's American news, there's YouTube videos talking about how it should be banned, mechanical doping. And then there was this old geezer on YouTube, American guy, talking about mechanical doping, and the Nike Vaporfly is exactly like mechanical doping. And if we can mechanical dope, then why don't we just dope? And I'm like, hold on a fucking minute, mate. Like, there's a difference between putting a pair of shoes on your feet that do not directly influence your physiology and your blood chemistry to putting substances in your body. So that guy's an absolute wanker for all I'm concerned. Like, what putting shoes on your feet to why don't we just dope? Like, shut the fuck up, mate. Like, you don't know anything. Just another biased argument on the Nike Vaporflies. Like, I understand that it's helping people run fast, but also it could be a placebo effect. Nike have done amazing to use the first ever sub-2 marathon documentary to utilise their technology that they've put into a shoe. Like, it's the 4 Ps: product, placement, promotion and price. They've just fucking killed it by just doing a great job, having a great product, putting it in the right place, putting on the right people, and giving it to people for the decent price of, £200, where a lot of people can afford that. And also, yes, it's accessible to everybody. The mass population is accessible to everybody. Yes, Eliud Kipchoge's sub 2 hour shoe that he just wore when he broke the 2 hour barrier is not being released. But at the same time, he still had to put one foot in front of the other to run 1:59. Like, when people, you hear the interviews and on all these new news channels and things, and they're going, oh, I thought it was incredible until I knew about these shoes he was wearing. And I'm going, shut the fuck up, darling. Like, you still have to run the race. Like, I've run a few shockers in the Vaporfly 4% or the next percent. I can tell you that, like, they don't just magically, you put them on and you're entitled to a personal best. That's not how they fucking work. Like, you've still got to put in the work, and you've still got to have the right day, the right conditions to get the best out of your shoes or your kit and everything that you're training, everything. Training is a 99.9% most part of optimal performance, and those trainers are just icing on the cake. Any trainer nowadays is icing on the cake. We've got Hoka trying to copy the Vaporfly carbon plate. We've got Saucony trying to copy the Vaporfly carbon plate. We've got New Balance copying the carbon fibre Vaporfly plate. We've got all these brands trying to catch up to Nike, and they're all throwing their toys out the pram because Nike get a head start. They get a jump in the game. They put the money in. They put the financial and the time into making an amazing product, and are maybe 2, 3, 4 years ahead of any other brand. And any other brand would love to be in the position Nike is in. They would love it. Like, they're lying if they would say they're not, because this is what, they're trying to make a product similar to the Vaporfly, if not better. So they're all scrummaging to win the rat race anyway. And because they're not making the product quite up to the same degree as what Nike's done, people are throwing their toys out the pram, and they're all pointing the fingers at the shoe. And because they can't make the shoe quite as good as Nike, they're trying to get it banned so then we can have some sort of level playing field. But at the end of the day, when the Boost technology came out, when Eva foam came out, these things enhance people's running performance. New technology will help the sport go further. But I'm happy that there's guidelines so that we don't have like the 3 carbon plate Kipchoge sub 2 hour shoe. We don't have that. We still, the fundamentals of athletics and man versus man, and the hard work being the product of a personal best or a fast time, that's still there. Like, one flimsy carbon fibre plate can't give you everything that you ever dreamed of, the fastest, dream time that you ever wanted. It can't do that. It's the training that has to do that. So that leads on to athletes talking about the shoe in terms of sponsored athletes saying, well, I can't wear those shoes, so that's that's unfair. Well, to be honest, that's a choice that an Under Armour or a Saucony or an Adidas or a New Balance athlete makes. You can wear them. You absolutely can wear them. You've got a choice. You can wear that shoe. There's nobody standing there with a gun to your head going, don't wear the Vaporflies. Am I right? Yeah, I'm right. You're making a choice through the loyalty to your company, your brand that sponsors you, to not wear the Vaporflies. There is some people that have went against that, spray painted and put a wee bit of tape on there, etc. But you can wear them. It's just you've made a choice not to. And then you're going, oh, but Sean, don't be such a dick. you can't go against the sponsors, I'll lose my money. I can guarantee if you ran a faster time in the Vaporflies, you would probably get another sponsor if you ran faster, if you thought that shoe was going to make you run quicker. I'm just saying, like, well, we're not in it. If you're in athletics to make money, to a certain degree, you're in the wrong sport. Fundamentally, we started out running so we could see who could run the fastest, not who could make the most money. And I can guarantee if you're already sponsored, you're probably running pretty fast already. And then to then show the controversy to put yourself in a Vaporfly, creating that public media presentation for you and representation, I'm sure you'd get a wee contract out of that as well. And plus, when you run faster and you place in a higher position and you're already sponsored, I'm sure that must mean that you're in the prize money pot as well. So then if you're running faster and beating people, you're going to earn money that way as well. Yes, no, maybe. I don't know, that's me just, I'm just putting it out there, like, we started this sport to run fast, run for our country, not to see how much money we could make. Yes, if your livelihood depends on, your sponsorship, etc., you're probably in high profile races where you're earning maybe 4 to 5 figures if you place in the top positions, or you're probably also getting appearance money as well. So that is also there, and if you're running faster than a trainer, then I'm sure you're going to get more. That's me just being logical, who knows? So we need to understand that at the be all and end all, evolution is part of life, it's part of sport, and it's going to be there whether we like it or not. And because this new product has created and generated a lot of interest, a lot of hype, because of how Nike have marketed the product and how they've put it on the right athletes at the right time, it's absolutely blown up and taken off. But I do also feel that there's a placebo effect to that, because seeing these athletes run fast in that shoe, they were already fast athletes to start with. It's just that Nike's put them in this shoe. Granted, it may have helped their performance to run a wee bit faster. And then it creates that attraction and that allure for other people to wear it. And then when we wear that shoe thinking that we're going to run fast like them, that's a placebo effect. It's the same way when we bought the Boost, the brand new Boost trainer, when Kimetto ran 2:03 for the marathon and broke the world record in Berlin. And we were all thinking, oh, let's buy the Boost trainer, it's amazing, it's get the Boost foam and it's the energy return's amazing, it's so light, it's so fast. It was the exact same thing back then. It's now Nike's taking that position now and really ran with the wind. So, it's like I said, it's the same in cycling, it's been the same in swimming. I know you can talk about the shark suits and etc. and they get banned, but they get banned, the full shark suit get banned, but there's still elements of the shark suit technology in the swimwear to this day now. It's just they've limited the amount of shark, basically material, that they can put into a swimsuit. The same way the IAAF have put regulations on how much you can do to a shoe within a 40mm stack height and a 1 carbon fibre plate. So, there is regulations in place now. In cycling, things have advanced in the mechanical side, that so people don't need to, dope and do all these sort of crazy things that are dangerous to the body, like it was back in the day. The bikes are lighter, but they're also more robust. The tyres have better grip on the road, so it means that then they're not going to slide off the roads when they're going at high speeds down a hill in a descent. The clothing technology is a lot more skin tight, so that then there's less drag from the wind. There's all these things that are happening in every single sport, and it's happening in running now. And it's a good thing, because it's created hype towards running. It's gave us something to talk about, other than, so-and-so's been banned for drugs, or so-and-so's been caught with this or caught with that. Like, it's actually a better topic to be talking about than, the good old so-and-so's been caught for drugs. So it's given athletics publicity, and it's also, again, at the end of the day, it's so much. Right now, I'm giving Nike publicity for talking about the Nike Vaporfly, whether you basically don't want to wear it, or you want to wear it, or you're going to fucking cut it in half and analyse it on YouTube. You're buying the product or you're talking about it, and either way, Nike are winning there as well. So I do feel that their marketing has been unbelievable. Like, from a business point of view, it's been like second to none. So I do believe that it's the timing, the product, putting on the market at a certain time, getting the right athletes that were capable to utilise that product and make us believe that was the fastest shoe in the world. It's created a new era of technology for running, which I believe is amazing, within the regulations. As long as you're not, as they say, mechanical doping, then by all means it's fair game. Every other brand can work within those realms of the regulations, and the best man wins. And too bad right now, a lot of brands are being left behind and they don't like it. So that's just my opinion. So I would not like to see the shoes banned, because let's face it, everybody can access them. As long as everybody can access them, everybody and their dog can access them, we're golden. Like I said, any sponsored athlete can access them if they really want to. All right, well, that's me. That's my wee Vaporfly rant for the day. But I just thought I'd give you some of those facts about the marathon times. 7 of the 15 fastest athletes are Adidas. 8 of them are Nike. The world record holder for the 10K is Adidas, not Nike anymore, and smashed the Vaporfly record by 14 seconds, beating the 5K world record twice in the 10K, and yet the Boost is getting no claim to fame. That's rotten. Give Adidas a wee bit of love. Boost them up. See ya!